me though. All of a sudden I was an adult, catapulted from gravelling my knees to worrying about rents and fees, being accused of being a tease because suddenly taking off my jumper in summer is a striptease, and hungry eyes are watching. I've gone from squeezing cheese in silly patterns on my bread to having to have a sensible head and learning how diseases spread. Suddenly we've gone from seeing who can make the biggest bubbles with hubba bubba to how to safely put on a rubber, because it's both of our responsibility. There was no mention of sexuality in the heteronormative spheres of my formative years. Oh, and we had AIDS. I was still clutching my teddy at night, even if I did write the supply teacher a love note, carefully tracing the picture of a bird from my geography book. Bleeding was a shock, having to carry a stock of materials to stop my clothes from bragging about what was going on inside. It was spoken of in the toilets with much pride, but I felt it was an imposition. In addition to dealing with the unrequested addition of breasts and widening of the hips, uncontrolled onsets of crying and feeling sick. I went from terrorising tourists on my bike, taking careless pleasure in their intense dislike at being run off the pavement by a girl that looked like a boy in worn-out t-shirts and 80s corduroy, to being an example and showing maturity. Having to hide my insecurities. All of a sudden I was grown up, rips in my jeans got sewn up. A minute ago life was a summer's day to be conquered on my wheels, and now it's counting out pennies for meals. Being accountable and polite, even when you know the person you're speaking to is talking shite. In days gone by you could stick out your tongue, and whilst it wasn't encouraged, it was quite regularly done amongst the young. Embarrassed adults rolled eyes and sighed. Offended parties said, "Don't apologise, all kids have their moments. It's a natural component of adolescence, and it's nice to see personality and effervescence." As you get older, these traits become less impressive. Caught sticking out your tongue at your employer as they pass is an excruciating faux pas that's difficult to explain, unless you suffer from facial tics. It's hard to relinquish the blame. At 40, you look a little more than naughty going down a hill on your bike, not wearing a helmet and going, "Whee!" pretending you're winning the Grand Prix, forgetting every single damn responsibility. Because when was it deemed appropriate to categorise me as an adult, and by whom? I had no test to pass. It was just assumed that I would take on all these new concerns without having learnt how to properly discern a genuine concern from overthinking a situation that was really nothing to worry about. I came out armed with algebra and recent history, but nothing about life's awkward mysteries, how to handle a rejection without seeing it as a reflection of how lovable I am or not. I turned 18, and along with the candles and cake came a voting slip and a big decision to make. My stupid opinion would count towards the bigger scheme, and the left-wing socialist peaceful party is not as innocuous as it seems. I fucked that one up. Speak to anyone of a certain age and they will tell you they don't feel grown up at all. You just change, your skin and body shape rearranges, and when you fall over it causes a scene, and rather than being treated with a bottle of iodine they call the ambulance. They assume you're either drunk or somnambulant, and the whole ambience is more hysteric. They insist on keeping you on the floor until you see a medic. They take out your phone to contact your ICE, and all the time you're having to be nice. I think it would be beneficial from time to time to reach out to the inner child in others and ourselves, and run around a field pretending to be elves or baboons or giraffes, and take off our adult masks and laugh until you're nearly peeing, because there's something really freeing in taking the time to know that we're alive, and it's not all about arriving but being. It's about seeing and believing. There's something really special in holding someone's hand and just receiving the same love that you're giving in this tiny, ordinary moment that you're living. Thank you.